Yesterday's budget vote was very close on the omnibus spending bill. You voted for it. Why was this important to vote for?
Well, you got to fund the government, and the reason that we were down to the wire, believe it or not, was because the House of Representatives had done its work this year. We had passed 7 separate appropriation bills to fund government. The Senate hadn't passed a single one. And so this weekend the government was going to shut down. And so an omnibus bill is much better than what we call a continuing resolution. A continuing resolution just funds government at its current level with no changes. The omnibus was able to include a lot of the amendments that both Republicans and Democrats had put on those single appropriation bills that had moved through the House. Not every amendment that was on our bills was in the compromise bill, because we had to get Harry Reid to sign off, and we had to get Barack Obama to sign off. But the interesting thing about yesterday was the Republicans who said they would vote for the bill were ready to vote for the bill, and then Nancy Pelosi decided she was against the bill. And so it was an interesting situation where I had my Democratic friends telling me they were getting calls from Nancy Pelosi, Barack Obama, and Joe Biden, all on different sides of the bill. So it was kind of nice to see some disorganization on the other side of the aisle. But in all seriousness, the bill passed as it should have. It was a compromise bill. There's some good provisions in there dealing with the EPA and others. One of them that did not get included, even though it was in the House appropriation bills, was the Water for the Worlds Act, which deals with the overreach of the EPA on private lands and navigable waters. And I fully suspect that that bill will be reintroduced and swiftly pass in a new House and new Senate and get to the President's desk in the first 100 days. So we've got more work to do next year, but the appropriation process will begin again in January. The bill we voted on yesterday was about funding government through the next fiscal year, which is September 30th. But the new Congress, the new House and Senate members will have an opportunity in January to start that appropriation process. And my hope is next year this time we're not doing an omnibus. Next year this time the House has done its job and the Senate will have done its job. So let's hope the new year brings good things.
When Andy Douglas became the head coach of the Quincy High Blue Devils, he wanted a fresh start and a new look, starting with a locker room. The first place he called was Landmarks. You're looking at the finished product. Wall picks, logos, inspirational quotes, and even window treatments. Each application was custom designed and installed by Landmarks right here in Quincy.
The window treatments are one of my favorite parts. They got kind of the wood feel. We're able to see out and see what's going on in the locker room, and the players can't see in, so that's kind of a special thing. But it has one of our favorite quotes on it: the image of one projects the image of all. It's a quote that we use with our program, our players. But again, it's a great addition to our locker room. It adds a lot of spice to it.
Wall picks, screen printing, embroidering, vehicle wraps. Let Landmarks give your home or office or locker room a fresh new look. Landmarks, make your mark.